Hey, Olex. Small Toff, good afternoon. How you guys doing? Going good, Kefnet. Going good. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Evening, Beardy. How are things on the other side of the pond? Quick question. Why Robin and Guard Captain Crow are in Elemental Summon, but Renok isn't? Because Renok is a limited unit. And Crow and Robin are not limited units. It's as simple as that. It's your birthday today, so I'm taking it easy. Happy birthday, buddy. There you go. It's not much, but it's a little birthday present. You can not have to watch ads. The gift of not putting up with Twitch ads, man. Afternoon, Joseph Jackson. Your football team won? Awesome. Divine is indeed absolute cinema. We'll get some more Divine today. How does this look? It's not bad for a damage version. The damage version's fallen out of popularity a little bit, more in favor of the protection set full tanky version, but still with 100% crit chance, and what people are calling a hybrid version. But this is very good for a damage version. Your health is a little bit low, but I think with that speed she'd be fine. Turn her imprint on. Get your health up. It's not too far off mine. Let me see here. Oh, mine's missing gear. That's part of today, is fixing the mess that is my gear. Let's see. Where is my fribbles? He is missing 26 health armor on Destro. Oh shit, that's right. let me put back all the madness that was Stark yesterday. That probably fixes her, right? There we go. So this is mine. Now you can see I'm running 30k health by 1500 defense. So I am significantly tankier. You got a little more defense, but I've got significantly more health. Big difference is you're running at 180 speed. I'm sitting here at base speed. So I'm relying on CR pushes to push her up. So yours is fine because you can supplement being less tanky with being faster. As long as you can get that turn off and get her S3 off, you're fine. At base speed, I have to be stupid tanky to get away with it. And I think I got more crit damage than you. Yeah, I got chunk more crit damage than you. But again, you're cycling faster. See how it works out for you. I think the more popular build for Ilanov right now, though, is... yeah, this one is still 100% crit chance, but you're not really worried about crit damage at all. You're just going full on tank. It's like basically just the way you would build Eaton or Crimson Armin, except with a crit chance main neck to get the 100% crit. This seems to be the more popular version right now. What's up, Mr. Canix? No pressure. I did put a $5 on you, though. Don't let me down. No pressure. But what you got's going to work just fine, I think. Give it a try. It's totally not beer, I promise. You have your fern geared? I'm telling you, Volcanics, this is the way. Go really high attack, right? Think about it. Really high attack, and she self-attack buffs. So her barrier is proportional to her attack. So the only way you're going to keep her ass alive is to make the barrier matter, and the only way you're going to make the barrier matter is to stack the shit out of her attack. Don't give a rat's ass about crit damage. It's all attack main stat. Everything is about attack. Whatever pieces you can find that have got shit tons of attack on them, use that. I think that's the play. Yeah, built like this, she does a little bit more damage, but that's 1,000 less attack. That's 1,000 less attack plus an attack buff is 1,500 less attack, and that's 1,500 less, or sorry, that's 3,000 less barrier size. Anyway, that's just the working theory as to the biggest issue with Fern, right? Is like, I can't get her to stay alive. So I got my Fern built like this to run like with Cleave, where she's just a finisher, an anchor, or put her on a Wyvern team. And then I got my Fern that actually I'm going to try to use and have her stick around in longer fights, you know, turn 2 fights, right? My turn 2 Fern. It may not work, but gotta find a way to make the score work. Has to be a way. Surely. Yeah, she can solo Wyvern. So can a lot of units. Best counters for Setsuka. Any unit that can put people to sleep with non-attack skills, any unit that can seal. So you can seal her with Luna, you can put her to sleep with DDR, you can just shut her counterattacks down with Mort or Astromancer or Elena. All those are really good foils for her. And then I guess units that have accuracy. There's not a ton of units in this game with accuracy. I wonder, has anybody tried using Green Rowana against Setsuka just so that Setsuka is literally the healer for your team? Why are there 4 Lionheart Surmias in the lobby? There aren't. You're seeing things. Quit imagining things. Oh yeah, let's do some arena. Gotta get that out of the way. Ah, people are starting to figure out how to take Bellion, aren't they? Wow, this guy was determined to make his team work. Oh man, we're dropping out of the 40s. Where are you, Dom? Embrace counter and use Lionheart. Lionheart's dodgy. You gotta have a good Lionheart. I've seen that go both ways, but yeah, Lionheart's pretty good into her if you got a good team backing up your Lionheart. I'm not so sure about Zahako, Lex. You're taking an earth unit to counter a fire unit. That's a little dangerous. Ooh, free one. Man, the last match, bro, the one with man mode versus Moo. Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh. Do it again, I dare you. I double dare you. That's what I thought. That closer Charles fight was wild. Yeah, right? Is my Renox slow? She's a unit that I might be regearing. She's not slow, but she's not super fast either. I think she's a little, I don't know, kind of below average, right below average. What charity tournament? Brother, you missed one hell of a tournament yesterday. You should check out Valky's YouTube if you want to go watch the first half. There were some amazing fights, but we're doing the quarters, semis, and finals tonight. We're giving away thousands of Sky Stones to the audience, so definitely follow us over here in about 30 minutes when we go over there for it. Yep. All three Stooges will be back. What about my Elvira? Elvira, you want to look like this. You want her as much HP as you can. You want her to have more health than your average Setsuka so that Setsuka can't strip her. Not a lot of people have 30k health Setsukas, so this has worked pretty well. Any special rules? All the special rules. Literally all of them. The warfare rules are in play. The third pick ban protection's in play. The lunatic draft mode's in play. All of them. All of the rules. Aside from BBK, Winged Boots Girl, and Elvira, who else is nice immortality tank? Winged Boots Girl. Who the fuck is Winged Boots Girl? Yeah, I mean, if you run Lady of the Scales, everybody. You're talking about Amiki. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Amiki's nice. Piece of candy. Who else we got? That's got immortality? BBK does. Melissa and Kairon. Melissa's interesting. You get a turn off on her because she can keep that immunity up forever. Kairon is a nice one. Fire Kairon, that is. I would never try to tank with him, but he does proc one round of it. God damn, it's kicking. How do I have two of the same character on each side? I have no idea what you're talking about. I think you guys are imagining things. What was I doing today? Oh yeah, we got to do this event thing. So I need to go do an otherworldly match. Get my mola. Talk about the lobby. Oh, you change the lobby by going in here and you click on this little mug. Sorry. You click on this little lobby house right here and you can go in and change the lobby to whatever you want. See, it's easy as that. Let's see. Got to do a breach. Briar Witch. You want to see my Briar? My Briar is one that I need to put through the grinder and improve on her, I think. She's really fast, but I think I want a little more damage on her. Is Fern's artifact better than Chatty for Sylvan Sage Vivian? Fern's artifact is objectively a worse Chatty. It's not even a better version of her artifact for her. Chatty is better all and around. What's up? You loaned them to Fina. You loaned them to Fina. I don't. Charge these up and use these though. Yeah, the barrier from Fern's artifact is too small, and it only procs when she takes a turn. Chatty saves your life. All Fern's artifact does is give you attack boost and a barrier that doesn't matter because you're dead before it procs. I think it's terrible. I hate Rift so much, so do I. That's why I do not do it ever again. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to have to do it some just to get some more raw data, but so far, early testing is showing that you get far more red pieces out of Otherworldly than you get out of Rift, which would imply that the gear quality is better, even though the gear quantity is better from Rift. Need 3 cores for the Epic Pass mission. Just hang out on the Epic Pass. Oh, wait, for the Epic Pass mission. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing the Epic Pass. So I ain't worried about that. You don't have to use leaves for cores. You can use Sky Stones to buy the leaves for cores. Yeah, I do too, Olex. I do too. I hope that they do something with Rift to make it viable again, because right now there's like no reason to farm Rift at all. I guess that's not true. If you, oh, another worldly piece. If you are really, please, shit. God, look at the rolls. 4, 4, 3, 3. Why are you like this, game? Why are you like this? Okay. Here's my take on it. You get for the same amount of stamina, you get 40 pieces of gear from Rift, you get 30 pieces of gear from Otherworldly. Savvy, you get 4 pieces of gear from Rift, you get 3 pieces of gear from Otherworldly. So you do get less volume of gear. But so far, the initial testing is significantly more red pieces from Otherworldly than you get from Rift. And also, you can get the Otherworldly quality pieces, which, as you just saw, are freaking amazing. So there's better quality. The only reason to ever do Rift is if you're like, I need a little bit of everything. And I need a little bit of Destro, I need a little bit of counter, I need a little bit of immunity, I need a little bit of speed, and I sure as shit don't need any more hit sets, revenge sets, and injury sets, right? So you can focus on Rift and just get the type of gear that you want to set a baseline, right? To seed a foundation of a good account. And once you've got those foundational pieces and all of your units are pretty much geared to a usable status, right? Not like ready for World Cup usable, but just are geared to a point where you're like, yeah, you know what? If I need to, if some PvE content calls for Shuri, I can build a Shuri. If I'm going into an RTA fight and it's one of those rare situations where OpSig is going to be viable, I can have my OpSig geared and ready to go. Once you're to that point, I think you completely abandon Rift and never go back. Because now you're just fishing for the good quality pieces, which more of seem to drop from Otherworldly, and the Otherworldly pieces, which exclusively drop from Otherworldly, and you're hyper hard leveling and checking those pieces. So all of the crit sets and hit sets and injury sets and shit that you don't want, that stuff gets sold for gold and charms. And the reforge mats are going to be dedicated towards the pieces you're chewing on. And I think that's the way it's going to be. But I think for your mid-game players, right? Your early game players, they're just doing hunts. They can't do Rift yet. They can't handle Otherworldly. Well, they can handle Otherworldly. But anyway, once you get to the mid-game, you might want to consider doing Rift just to get that foundation. And then once you've got that foundation, it's all Otherworldly. That's what I'm thinking on. And I'm going to be making a where to farm in 2025 video again, since everything's changed a little bit, and go over some of the data that we collected as well. But the other thing to consider too is buff events. With a buff event, you're literally getting 10% more gear from Rift. You're only getting 3% more gear from Otherworldly. So instead of getting 4 pieces or 40 pieces and 30 pieces, you're getting 44 pieces and 31 pieces. Not even 31, like a 30 and a third piece, right? It's the buff events have almost no measurable impact on Otherworldly farming. So if you're farming gear for a buff event, I think you definitely farm Rift. Otherwise, if it's a buff event, I think you farm everything that's not gear. I think you farm AP, you farm Stigma, you farm gold, you farm friendship, you farm runes, you do all the stuff that's actually impactful. And then when the buff event is over, you take all of those resources. Now you don't have to do that crap anymore, and you can get back to farming hunts when it's not a buff event. They really need to change the buff event to work with Otherworldly, because right now, negligible difference. Oh, thanks for reminding me about constellations, guys. It's a problem, man. I gotta, we need a notification center. Hey, go check constellations. Because I got all this currency, and screw buying the gear. This is the only thing you buy from constellations, guys. Only thing worth getting. And Mola if you're starved for Mola. How is friendship impactful? When you get a 4-star or a 5-star to friendship 10, you get 3 Mola Gore for free. Either in the form of little pink things that you can use to Mola the existing unit, or if the unit's already plus 15, it literally refunds you 3 Mola Gora. Also, early game, there are some reputation bonuses that you get at friendship 10. All of mine are done, but I think they are, they're under one of these. This one. I guess it is the first one, huh? There we go. Reach friendship. I think it gives you bookmarks. I think all of these give you bookmarks. So early on, it's like 1 or 2 free pities in here if you farm friendship. And then there are 1 or 2, not many, but 1 or 2 units where once you get into friendship 10, it unlocks a lobby wallpaper. And there is also the aesthetically amazing aspect of getting to friendship 10. It unlocks some of the best expressions in the game. How do you get mystics without paying? Tomorrow, every Monday, when arena is over, you'll get an offer of wrong arena. You'll get an offer of Sky Stones or Mystics. You can pick one or the other. I generally encourage people to take Sky Stones, but if you're a couple of pulls away from Pity and that would do it, then go for it. The other way is you slide into the secret shop, you scroll down, you don't see any, you click refresh, you scroll down, you click refresh, you scroll down, you click refresh. You oh, piece of candy. You do this, and you will eventually find some Mystics. It's monotonous and tedious, and there are ways to do it that I'm not allowed to talk about live on stream that take a lot of the monotony out of it. That is technically against the rules, but everybody does. If you want to know more, join any Discord and ask. But that's it, man. Is literally just refreshing the shop. Now, they also give you a good chunk of mystics. Not a ton, but where is it here? Check-in rewards. Yeah, you get like 100 a month here, and then there's other events going on that typically have mystics in them somewhere. This one doesn't, though. But yeah, I mean, it's the only other way you're going to get it is guilds, right? If you go into your member shop once a week, there's 50 mystics here. And when you win Guild Wars or lose Guild Wars or just participate in Guild Wars, you don't even have to win. In fact, the only difference between your guild winning and your guild losing is 10 mystics. You get a chunk of mystics just for using one of your entry tokens, right? And then you get another chunk of mystics if you win your fights. So you can start getting rewards this way too. Oh yeah, that's a really good point. If you got, like, just had some of the nastiest Taco Bell of your life and you know you're going to be in there for a while and you got some time to kill, you sit down, you whip out your phone and you go over to the side story and you click on the, Moonlight Theater and you take your time and enjoy some of these stories. And these stories are loaded with Mystic Metal rewards. So you got to watch them and you get some mystics. That's pretty much it. They're premium currency, guys. They're premium currency. And that's how they keep the lights on over at Smilegate, is selling the premium currency. That's why bookmarks, Molagora, and mystics are the hardest things to get for free in this game, and they're the things where you have to make decisions. I'm going to skip these 2 ML5s to get this ML5. I think if you're 100% free to play with just what the game gives you for free, I think you can afford to basically pity every 4th new Moonlight hero. Some people say every 3rd, but I would have to math it out. I think 3 is a bit much, but I think at least every 3 or 4. So basically you have to skip 2 or 3 and then pity 1. Then skip 2 or 3 and pity 1, which feels bad, but that's the free-to-play existence. Squish. I want them to make friendship artifacts more readily available for new players. I've asked for them to put the friendship artifacts in the guild shop forever. I think that's something that would be a really nice quality of life, is just put one of the friendship artifacts for sale in the guild shop. Skipping is bad, bad, bad for the FOMO. It's like the entire business model, Beardy. You literally just described gotcha business models. Dude, I think if you click on an artifact and you sort by growth artifacts, I think every single growth artifact should be in the guild shop. Every single one. My 2 cents. They need to do something about the grass already. Oh, that's right. Is Genesis Ross's already? Is it limited? Volcanics? You're right, because that artifact wasn't. That's not part of him. That was part of the 7th anniversary. You know, I'm okay if they make it limited for a year, but when we hit the epic 8th anniversary. Where did it go? She's a thief. Thieves can't see Ross's artifact. Oh, god damn it. Why are nights so slow? Hmm. Yeah, I think maybe when the 8th anniversary hits, this needs to hit the go into the guild shop, or they, I don't know. I agree. It's too strong of an artifact to not have out there. It needs to be in there now. Yeah, it is his best in slot. I agree. I didn't get that artifact because yeah, okay, you know what? Hang on. Screenshot. At Smilegate. Community needs a way to access this artifact. Consider adding 1 copy to the, or adding it to the. Hey, Remotos! Thanks for the frickin' raid, buddy. Hope you had a good stream, man. Give me a second here. I'll give you a quick shout out and then go back to yelling at Smilegate for people. Epic 8-hour deal. Okay, hang on. Consider adding it to the guild shop along with all the growth artifacts. Growth artifacts. All right, guys. Did what I could. Broom, I don't think they need to add because Broom, they said they would bring back. Broom is something that they're going to rerun. They said that this artifact will not, they specifically said this artifact will not be available, though its banner may be run again. This one, they didn't give us any kind of good feeling on that whatsoever. How should I build Mediator Quirk as a new player? I saw some have builds trying to get his bulk together and damage together. He's not the easiest one to build, but he is kind of like. Here's one of the nice thing about bruisers. It is hard to build an insane bruiser. It is hard to build a legend tier bruiser. They are amongst the hardest class to build because they take a little bit of everything and they don't often get much out of their gear, especially the ones that want life steals and counters. They don't get anything out of their gear. But they're also the easiest ones to build to just make work, right? Like for example, how good is your 240 speed Ranak really going to be? How effective is your Faithless Lytico going to be at 220 speed? The ones that need to be fast and aggressive are, you know, once you hit that threshold, they just work. But if you don't have that gear to hit that threshold, they don't work. But bruisers just work. They'll work better, and you'll climb further the better they're built, but they don't need to be perfect right out of the gate. So just go for a rough idea baseline of stats and then start building your way up, right? Literally go into your manage equipment button, click on the recommended button, and click on the recommended settings, and see what it gives you, right? And I think the attack is cope. We'll just get rid of the attack and just go with the stats and hit it and look at what it gives you and run it, and you can probably get away with it. This actually looks pretty good. I do like a little effectiveness on mine, so I did take a little bit of speed off of him to get some effectiveness because I like being able to strip. But you could run this guy. You could run this guy with 1200 defense, with 25k health, at 200 speed and no effectiveness, and he would still work. He'll work better with 30k health, just like he would work better with 35k health and 260 speed. We had the same thing with APOC Robbie. People would send pictures of APOC Robbie, like, what do you think of this APOC? I'm like, it looks like an APOC. Well, how good is she? It's like, I don't know. Are you trying to get into Emperor, or are you just trying to get your Master's frame? Because for one, she's perfect. She's overgeared. And for the other one, she needs work. So Queric's the same way. Depending on where you are in the game, he just works. In fact, this would still work. Oops. Where'd you go, Queric? Queric. This would still work. I could take this guy into an RTA fight and win some fights with him. He would still work just like this. Yeah, he's slower than he should be. Yeah, his defense is a little bit low. Yeah, his HP is a little on the lower side. But he's going to just work at Masters level play. Maybe even at Challenger level play. But if I want to take this guy into Warlord and Emperor, I better put some fucking boots on him. But as to how you build him, you get him over 200 speed, you pump the rest into HP, defense, and speed, and if you want to be that guy, a little bit of effectiveness is a nice boost. Bruisers. Simultaneously the easiest and hardest units in the game to build. Oh. No more squeezins. Yeah, I mean, there are certain units, right? Like this one right here. If she's not at least 270 speed, she's not going to work at all. You may as well just take gear off of her. She'll never get a turn. Oh my god, this bitch right here. Holy crap, is she hard to gear. Really, really hard to gear. Most people give up on lifesteal and put Destro set on her and then just pack other units to help keep her alive. Or they're forced to run things like Chatty to keep her alive because she doesn't have the self-sustain. Her S3 is not enough self-sustain, especially when you sit on it for a couple of rounds. It's a very, very hard stat line to hit. This doesn't look that impressive, right? Oh, it's not even 4K. She's only 200 speed. It's only 11 by 11. Try building this. Holy crap, this is not easy to build her. ML Shoe, I love my rat. I think ER rat is definitely a thing, guys. My old rat was no ER with 30 more crit damage, and she was 270 speed. I might build a second rat like that. I go back and forth on which I like better, but right now I'm in the mood for ER rat. In a world of Spirit Isolines, this is one of them. Faster. Putting her on Secret Art, Storm Sword. Summer Photogenic would probably be her best in slot, but I'm out of Summer Photogenics. Is it worth keeping 2 New Kid Autumns, or should I just imprint? I've never seen anybody run 2 different versions of Naked Auden. They all pretty much look like this. And she's a 4-star, so it's not like she's hard to come across. And the only way you can get imprints is with dupes, so... I think especially if it's your first imprint, I would go ahead and imprint her. Can we run ML Payra slow? Why my Lone Wolf Payra only has 228 speed? Probably because she's missing gear. Okay, let's fix Payra. That's right, because I was farting around with Alot's cleave. Now let's just do this. And what what can I do to get... Oh, God. See, she was built like this. But now I want to keep that gear on A-lots. Ugh, God, this is terrible. This is just going to have to do for now. Going to have to do for now. What do I think of your Ruel? No prophetic candlestick. 21 by 21 by 21. That's clean. I like that. By 12. It's dyslexic, right? If this said 21, holy shit. Yours is bulkier and faster than mine, but with a lot less ER. I kind of went a very similar route on my Ruel, Joe. Mine is, hiding. Yeah, I went 19, 19, 19, 19. I thought the alliteration of stats, right? 1900 defense, 19,000 HP, 190 speed, and 195 ER. It satisfied the OCD guy inside of me, but yours legitimately is probably better. Yours is definitely faster and tankier, but I think mine's going to not be controlled as much as yours is. Oh, you don't have immunity either. I don't like her without immunity, dude. I think without immunity, you're just opening yourself up to being one shot. Oh, you're right. I need to get 40 more crit damage on her somehow. Wait. Hey, Joe. How do you like my Ruel now? Wait, Joe, come back. Don't unsub. Don't unsub. It's okay. I won't leave it there, I promise. Hey, Tristen, I have a 3k defense boss wrinkle with 120 ER, 20k HP on counter, but no rocket punch. Do I just swap to an HP set? You don't have rocket punch, you don't have MOAS either? Yeah, I know, she still maintained the 19. I was actually legit worried about it. I really like my maid, too. You know, when Maid is on the team, she takes that Ruel up to 210 effect res. I'll start raid today. Any guides or tips you recommend? Free to play. Use my download link. For real, I mean, I don't get money from it. I just got your best interest and you're looking out for your best interest. If you use my download link, you get like so much free stuff, it's insane. I would start out with either picking up Immortal Wukong or maybe Tholan to give yourself a good force affinity nuking unit. And for your starter hero, the selector here at the start with Kale. But yeah, shoot me a DM on Discord. I don't have a ton of time. Valky's going to be starting. The tournament's going to be starting soon here. Yeah, Desert Queen looks really good. The biggest issue I got is with my start, you're loaded with support, but not a lot of DPS. Karado's your only DPS really, and you know, Karado is good, but having a spirit or a force affinity nuker to go along with it is really nice. Do I mod that attack off for flat HP? What attack off? Ooh, God, don't. You could never go back. Oh God, but you're never going to use it. But you're going to change a 104 gear score piece to what, like a 95? And you can only ever go back to 14%? Oh. If you do it, just don't ever tell me. Don't ever tell me you did it, okay? I mean, it's probably fine. God, just thinking about it makes baby Jesus cry, dude. I'll tell you what. If you do it and don't tell me about it, then maybe I'll put maid on prophetic candlestick and not tell you about it. Deal? No, for real. I think maid is as ugly as the prophetic candlestick BS is. I think not having maid on unfading is a mistake. I think it's too good of an artifact for her to not be on. I am 42 mystics from pity. Since I can go on since discount LB pity, should I get Wulf considering the current state of the meta, or should I save for Yulha? I know this sounds old. This may sound old, but do you have any updated Abyss guides? I am planning on reworking the entire Abyss sequence. Some of you guys may not know I'm going to have some cybernetics installed in January, and I'm probably going to be off cam for at least 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm working on a series that I can have go up for that downtime. Right now, if you check out I'm_Sue, he's got a whole series put together, and okay, hang on my way. As to your question, Jaden, hold out till Wednesday. Do me a solid and hold out till Wednesday. On Wednesday, if they're going to show off Yulha's kit, they will show it off on Wednesday morning, right before maintenance. And everyone will be talking about it. She's the most broken thing to ever be broken. She's absolute gutter trash. She's going to be insane. She's going to be terrible. Everybody's going to be talking about it, and you'll have a pretty good idea as to whether or not she is functional or usable, right? And if Wednesday comes and goes and they say the next rotation is a rerun, which it very might be, then you got to decide, do I wait 6 weeks and pity Yulha and just hope she's broken and not trash? Or do I go ahead and get Wulf right now? I can tell you this about Wulf. She is probably one of the top 3 hardest units to build in this game. She is a very, very difficult unit to build well. If you can build a good one, I think she is one of the best units in this game, and her kit is future-proof. She can't be debuffed. She murders light units, which is 50% of the best offensive units in the game, and she's just a super strong nuker with built-in extinction. I think she's definitely worth picking up if you've got the gear to build her. But wait and see. What if Yulha is like the total answer to the Setska and Lady of the Scales meta we're in, and then you feel terrible that you missed her? Thank you, Lucas. So I guess my Magic 8-Ball response is answer cloudy, ask again later. Okay, let's see. Let me get... I don't want to look at this, Joe. I don't want to look at this. If I look at this, you're going to show me this 104 gear score piece got murdered, right? Oh, God, he did it. Oh, my heart. Oh. Guys, look at that neck. The look on Ruel's face says it all. That he did that to that neck. But yeah, it does look really good. It looks really, really good, Joe. With Candlestick. Oh my God. You have become that which you hate. You've become the villain in your own story. All right, guys. It is time. Let's see. Why aren't you live yet? Okay, you know what, guys? I'm just going to jump in the call with Valky right now. You guys can hear me chatting with him. And then we're going to slide the stream over there. Let's see. Where is Valky's server? Click live. I thought it. Yeah, he's not currently live.
Hey Tristen, I see you. If you need to go take a break or get some water, get a bite to eat, anything like that, feel free to.
Hey, Valky, stop. Hey, Valky. Before you or Divine say anything else, you're live on my Twitch.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
I was getting ready to raid over. Is your YouTube not up yet? I'm not seeing a live.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Let me put it up real quick. I thought it was up. My bad.
No, it's fine. I was getting ready to raid. I didn't want to like pull the trigger until we could pull the trigger. Everyone's excited to see Captain Cinema Divine again.
Okay. We are good to go in the destination.
Okay, good. Let me go ahead and set this up here.
Wait, this is not the right VC. Hang on a second.
Wait, this is...
There we go.
Wait, this is not... Oh my god. Okay, it was working. There we go. Edit.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like a hassle.
YouTube really makes it a hassle to freaking redirect.
Dude, they really want to grow their streaming side, but they make it hard to stream.
I know, right? Yeah, Olex, this is how you do it, right? You gotta find the person you want to raid into stream, right? And you gotta copy the address for it. Then you gotta go into your live stream, click edit, and then you gotta go into customization, scroll all the way to the bottom, and click the redirect button and paste it in there. And then when you end stream, then it will redirect. And there's no way to do it in advance, because you can only redirect into a stream that's currently live or one that's pending. So yeah, it's frustrating. All right, guys, let's go over and say hey to Mr. Valky and jump into this tournament. I'm excited to see where it goes. The fights yesterday were insane, and I'm expecting nothing less today. So I'll see you guys over at Valky's.
All right. I got the room up. Everything's good to